myself I was through. I even got someone new. Some nights I feel I want you still. Emotions got me feeling confused. I kinda miss you, but I don't know why. 'Cause being with you was like do or die. I can't let you go. You stuck to my soul. Tell me why. I kinda miss you, but I don't know why. 'Cause being with you was like do or die. I can't let you go. You stuck to my I'm so addicted to you. I ain't afraid of the truth. 'Cause somehow I end up back with you. There's something that emotions will.
That'll do. Hello, happy Monday to all of you. Hope you're okay. It's a lame Monday. I'm whiskyless and stuck drinking coffee and water, but never mind, eh? Alright. This is the only thing about Forge the Wanker, whatever else I said that I was going to call him, which I can't remember right now. Just watch this and then we'll do some chili, I guess, because why the fuck not? It ain't going to be a late one tonight. I started late. I've got to get up earlier, so I won't be on for ages. Might just be an hour or something, but we'll see. And I hope everybody had a great weekend. Yeah.
Disrespect my rank by calling me monosodium glutamate?
Go back.
Hey guys. Well, we've got another little video today on Private Michael Kaiser. With all due respect. Well, that's what he told me in an email. Then he turns around and calls me monosodium glutamate. Really? That's real original. Yeah. Private.
That's really childish. I don't do anything like that. No, I don't call people stupid names like Forge the Wanker and whatnot. But in my defence, I've also not stolen valour. I'm also not claiming to be part of the military, or at least once upon a time been in the military, where you would respect your superiors, even retired ones. I feel that way anyway, but, you know.
You better be standing at the position of parade rest when you address me. Just basic military courtesy to a senior non-commissioned officer. So, I don't want him to think that this is all going to blow over, because until he comes out and completely confesses to all of his fake, phony military career lies that he's perpetrated and built people out of money for donations, so on and so forth, we're going to keep at him. We're just going to keep doing it. This is going to be a real short video. But I am going to show you close-ups of a DD-214 from the...
What he just said about keeping at him as well, that's how I feel about it. I get that people are fed up of it, they want to move on from it and all this, that and the other, but whilst he's still pretending to be something that he isn't and not admitting the truth and basically still wait a minute. So still making out like everybody's lying, I personally won't stop, even if it's just a short update each time with this kind of thing. And I'll definitely throw in an insult every now and then at least. Shit, I just pressed the wrong thing. I'm clever I am, and no, I absolutely can't tech.
U.S. Army Reserve. I'm also going to show you a close-up of his NGB 22 form, which is a National Guard discharge paper that he was unavailable for signature because the chicken shit never went back to the National Guard when he was discharged from Fort Leonard Wood. Also, I will show you the official military orders with his uncharacterized...
Good morning, Sue. How are you? I golf, I church, I delete loads, I over Vampiro, and anybody that I've missed, I'm so sorry if I have missed anybody. I hope you're all good. I hope you all had a good weekend.
Discharge. So his claims to fame, being wounded, I didn't put in for my Purple Heart, my Humvee was going 70 and stopped dead from an RPG, I was a staff sergeant, I served from 2000 to 2008, 3 tours in Afghanistan, and all the other total lies he has told on his YouTube channel, we're going to keep right after you there, Private Kaiser, because privates do what they do, and not taking responsibility for your actions and your words. There you go. I still can't get over the fact that if you had reached out to me, I would have provided documentation. Michael Kaiser, there's his service dates.
Sorry, it did this last time as well, didn't it? It kept fucking up. Is my Wi-Fi on? It fucking is now. There we go. See if that helps.
I don't see 2000 to 2008 in there. Oh, uncharacterized discharge. Oh, no. Character of service, uncharacterized. You're a turd. And you're only a turd because you have embellished an entire military career. Guys that get medically dropped, I give you all the respect in the world. Shit happens in BCT, basic combat training. People get injured, and I feel really bad for them. They wanted to go in the military, something happened, and they couldn't continue. I don't mean to be disrespectful to any of those that attempted and didn't make it.
Oh, what's Sachi and Sacha? I genuinely don't know. Do I want to know?
Due to medical. However, this turd is a turd in a punch bowl. How about his NGB 22, which is the National Guard Report of Separation and Record of Service? Ooh, we got that too. We'll get that to focus in. Yep. Notice how there's absolutely no... Didn't even get an Army service ribbon. Nothing. Again, soldier not available for signature. And he was discharged. Not even in the IRR, ready reserve. Uncharacterized character of service. Oh, gee, that's 2 down. Those are his only 2 times he's ever been on active duty. And the coup de grace here is the State Military Department, Joint Force Headquarters, Alabama National Guard. The permanent orders, 038580. Oh, boy. Here you go, guys. PV1.
Am I supposed to be able to read that way, though? Let's try, shall we? No, it's 720 is the highest it's going to go. Oh, bugger, it's not even something that's, like, interesting to read as such. It's just codes and shit. Codes, numbers, I know what I mean. But there we go.
Private Michael Kaiser. You got shit canned. All done. But yet you're going to disrespect my rank by calling me monosodium glutamate? Dude, monosodium glutamate gives most people a headache, and guess what? So does a master sergeant. So be prepared, young man. We're not letting this go. Not letting it go one bit. And I still have another NPRC request in, and hopefully they send me a redacted copy of that DD-214 from Fort Leonard Wood, because then you'll be on blast yet again. But we're going to keep blasting you. Stone Vet keeps blasting you. Tats keeps blasting you. Dickbag Patrol keeps blasting you. And we're going to keep on blasting you. Somebody posted yesterday, I saw that your YouTube algorithms are down like 33%. Yeah, it needs to be 0%. I still have no idea how these people keep supporting you. Their hate of First Amendment auditors is more than their hate for someone who committed stolen valor.
Mind-blowing, ain't it? That's how I feel about it.
Fabricated an entire military career, hoorah, hoorah, wounded, blah, blah, blah. But yet...
he's somebody that's been helping to prove that Ford Wrangler is an absolute fraud. So he's a sound bloke, this bloke is.
They won't call you out on it. And they keep giving you money, which is amazing. But that's soon to come to an end. I believe you have court cases this month, I believe, in Alabama. Felonies. Yeah. Most likely going to do a little bit of time in the old Gray Bar Hotel. Maybe they'll transfer you down to Florida, because Jeremy DeWitt, I guess he's going to be going back to prison here pretty quick. Maybe you guys could be bunk buddies. You can have your Special Forces Major in charge of your Staff Sergeant ass. We'll see. Anyway, guys, hey, thanks for tuning in. Short video. I did have a great day Saturday out at the racetrack. Last race of the season. Had a personal best. Kept it upright. Had a good time. Looking forward to next year. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the thumbs up. Bell for notifications. And as always, have yourself a great
Yeah, do all that good stuff. There we go. There's the Ford, what's his face fucking update? There we go. Wow, what am I doing? We're going there. Oh, piss off. Why do you have to be so fucking stupid? I don't know. That one? There we go.
What is going on out there in the land of YouTube? I guess it's YouTube. I guess it's all of them, right? There's more than one, isn't there?
And we thought him driving and streaming was at an end, but apparently not.
And now it's working. So, pretty cool. The Fifth Amendment cop card is going to be done tomorrow. It's done today, but I'm not going to have it online and ready for you guys until tomorrow. Fifth Amendment cop card is something you can carry in your
Hi, Leventhal. Hi, Miss Ellie. How you doing?
wallet. It's the same size as your driver's license or a credit card. And what it does is it makes it so that, you know, the big thing that these cops are doing today is they want your ID. They want your ID so bad. I gotta get your ID. Now, if you're driving in a car, as you know, I'm not for the DMV driver's license scam. I don't support the DMV driver's license scam. However, if you
You have got a DMV driving license, though, haven't you? So,
are driving a car, what I have been leading my people in doing is making sure that you have your license, your registration, your proof of insurance all ready to go on a lam.
Hey, Vampiro, how you doing? I've got to go back because I've opened it with that, but it won't let me speed it up, and I can't stand listening to it. So let's try again. No, give me a second. Excuse me, give me a second. Where were we?
What is going on out there in the land of YouTube? I guess it's YouTube. I guess it's all of them, right? There's more than one, isn't there? And now it's working. So, you know, the big thing that these cops are doing today is they want your ID. They want your ID so bad. I gotta get your ID. Now, if you're driving in a car, as you know, I'm not for the DMV driver's license scam. I
Hi, Jenny, how you doing?
support the DMV driver's license scam. However, if you are driving a car, what I have been leading my people in doing is making sure that you have your license, your registration, your proof of insurance all ready to go on a laminated card. Now, I want you to get the registration and proof of insurance put together on one piece of laminate. You know, your driver's license, you may want to keep. I have a photocopy of mine right here in my visor. However, you have to make sure that you're prepared. And so when you get pulled over, the Fifth Amendment cop card, what it does is it walks you through the step-by-step process of what you do with that copper when you plead the Fifth Amendment and why and how. It's a 6-step process. And that's going to come out tomorrow. I'll have it available tomorrow. I'll do a print-to-home version, and then I do a credit card version as well, like an actual driver's license. It's just like your credit card. So the first batch of those credit card versions will be coming out by the end of the week. We're putting in our first order for 5,000 tomorrow. So, you know, it's a total game changer. Especially, it's a game changer in the aspect that if you're walking down the road or you're the pedestrian, you're the passenger.
Hi, Sally. Hi, Rack. How you doing? Hi, Conspiracy. How you doing? Hello, everybody. Anybody that I've missed. Hi. Oh, bollocks. Somehow I turned it down. Don't know how. What the fuck? Hope everybody had a good weekend, by the way. I'll do that whilst I'm talking. I didn't turn it down.
So, you know, we learned a lot, right? As we go down this road together, we learned a lot. And what did we learn? We learned that there is the two-prong test. So, what is the two-prong test, or the two-prong standard in federal court?
Hi, Puffy Mummy. How you doing?
So, if the cop violates your rights and you either get a hold of me or you get that lawsuit written yourself or you have enough money to get a lawyer to write your federal civil rights lawsuit, what happens to the cop? Well, the two-prong test is the most important factor when you're suing a cop in federal court for a rights violation. And what do I mean by that? What I mean is that, if, for example, if the cop takes your ID out of your pocket and looks at it, and he violates your Fourth Amendment right to unreasonable searches and seizures, then you're going to sue in federal court. You're going to file a federal civil rights lawsuit in 1983 under Section 242 of the U.S. Code. So, now what happens from there?
I know Merb's gone through it. I saw, that's the only reason I even knew about it. I went on YouTube this morning and saw that Merb had done something about it. I watched a few minutes of it. I haven't watched it all. But yeah, just, you know, explaining, it's just Merb basically explaining why Chille's wrong, as usual. So, yeah. Oh, shit.
You go to court, the judge is going to say, well, we have the two-prong standard. I think it's the two-prong effect or two-prong. Anyway, the point is, there's two prongs, and the two prongs are specific. Number one, you have to have stated which right the cop is violating when he violates it. And if you do not state which right the cop is violating when he violates it, then qualified immunity may still be applied to that jackboot thug pig who violated your rights. This is an important fact that you've got to know. You've got to know this because nobody wants to have their rights violated and then not be able to hold that.
Oh, I don't know, Rack. I've not watched it yet. But this is one of his more recent ones, so I think this is the most recent one, I think. But it's only like 20 minutes long. I have no idea.
Jackboot Thug Pig accountable for what he's done to you. And the only way
Oh yeah, I'd assume so though, because the other ones is in his studio, or whatever it is.
you can hold him personally accountable is if you're able to go around that pesky qualified immunity. And you guys have heard me say 1,000 times, Terry versus Ohio is far more important than qualified immunity. However, it is an important thing that we have to overcome. We have to overcome this qualified immunity garbage. Well, right now, we can't overcome qualified immunity because the federal courts and the Supreme Court, which is a bunch of appointed monarchs, don't think the federal judges are on your side and want to help you get justice. They don't. Most of them have that boot all the way down their throat. They got that cop stick
This is 23 hours ago. That's when this is from.
in the back of their throat. They're gagging. They're sucking cop stick. Every federal judge I've almost ever read the case is a cop sucking piece of shit.
I'm out.
Straight up, the judges in this country are absolute and total dog shit. Period. And if you're a judge and you're seeing this, you're the problem, bro. You rubber stamping people's warrants. You rubber stamping people, their houses being raided. You rubber stamping arrest warrants for people where the cops are going to say, oh, this was a felony arrest. So we had to go in like a bunch of jackboot thug pigs. This was a felony stop. A felony stop? Oh, well, if it's a felony stop, then anything can happen to you. The cops called it a felony stop. So that's what the Fifth Amendment cop card's for. It's called the 5A cop card. And the reason it's called the 5A cop card is so that you do not talk to cops. So where's a couple of caveats in there? So, for example,
Does anybody know how much he's selling them for? I wasn't listening to him properly because I very rarely do, to be honest. I can't imagine that he's going to post them to people for free, though.
when you go down the cop card step by step by step, it's going to walk you through the process. Step one, you see the cop, you cite the cop sees you. What do?
Oh, absolutely, Rack. Absolutely. I completely agree. So, I've got his other... Hi, Dravik. How are you doing, mate? I've got a longer live stream that he's done where he might be talking about this as well, but it might not be. But then I've got an old one instead, so I'm happy to do a bit of Vintage Chille personally because it's funnier. So I thought maybe we'll let him ramble a little bit and then we'll look at some Vintage Chille. I think that sounds like a plan. Vintage Chille is funny as fuck.
You pull your phone out and you start filming that jackboot thug pig. I put a video out this morning. I saw some cops the other day, and as soon as I saw the cops, I started recording it. And what I realized is that every single person, you watching this video right now, when you see a jackboot thug pig, you start filming that jackboot thug pig. That's how it works. That's how it works. That's why this camera is so powerful.
So even if you're driving, do you need to pull your phone out and put the camera on and then hold it facing the coppers and stuff like that? Is that what you're supposed to do as soon as you see them? I know that's not necessarily what he means, but that's how people could definitely take it. Then again, though, he's done that, hasn't he? That's what he got pulled over for that time. So, conspiracies beat us all. Look, he's got an origami fold. That's not fair. Makes more sense to the police. Oh, yeah, pause faces. He really does look awful, doesn't he? I personally am still very proud of us all. We have helped age him over a decade in a couple of years. So, all right then, Sue. If you're not in chat again, I hope you have a great day. And yeah, cool. Thanks for being here, love.
That's why the camera is the power. Yeah. It gives us the power back as we can record it. Now, the 5A cop card is designed to go around the two-prong test for cops in federal civil rights court. That means that the 5A cop card walks you through exactly the words you say. The moment you start filming, you say, I'm doing a First Amendment protected activity for both press and speech. And then, when the cop approaches you and says, hey, let me get some ID, you say, I plead the Fifth Amendment right now. Now, the cop asked you for ID without reasonable articulable suspicion. He can't ask you to identify yourself. If he has reasonable articulable suspicion...
Stupid fucking vape keeps fucking leaking. It's pissing me off now. Oh my god. I only filled it up not long ago. Bastard, I was have to smoke a fag instead.
You can say these words exactly.
Oh my god, did you see that pause? Oh, there was another one. It was the same. That'll do. There we go. That's perfect. Thanks, Chille. Appreciate it.
As good citizen, and I plead the Fifth Amendment. That's how it works. It's so strange. It's so strange that the federal judges who are appointed for life have created these bullshit caveats in our constitutional rights that if you don't state which right the pig is violating, that the pig still has qualified immunity. So if you go and you're going to audit a cop or you're going to film a cop and you don't state out loud, I'm using my First Amendment right to be the press, I'm using my First Amendment right to speech, and you don't say it out loud, you know what happens? The cop's qualified immunity is still invoked. That's what I'm talking about. That's the tyranny of these federal judges that they've created. That's not constitutional. That's a bunch of people who are appointed for life. As soon as we stop the federal judge appointment for life garbage, put a one in the chat if you don't think anybody should be appointed to a government position for life. Put a one in the chat right now if you know for a fact that nobody, and I can feel my blood pressure rise. If you know that nobody should be appointed to any government position for life, especially a frickin' judge.
Bex? Yeah, you know how it is. If Chille's mouth is moving, he is lying.
Immunity for the pigs. It's 1,000 times more powerful. It makes it so the judge can cheat you right there from the bench. And of course, you can't film it because you're not allowed to film inside of a federal court building. Why is that? Well, because then you would actually film the tyranny that's happening to people inside of the federal court buildings. That's what we're dealing with here. We're dealing with a tyrannical government from the top down. Why do you think I'm running for governor? Because I can change things from the top. You can't change anything from here. You can't. You can't change anything from here. You have to get the power. You get the power, then you get the freedom. We don't get any freedom until one of us peons gets into power. That's why I always carry my gun. That's why I always carry my gun. That's why my gun is right here. My gun is right here. Because the people who are in power will want to kill me once I get to the level where they realize I'm going to take power as an executive and I'll be able to change things from the top down. That's what I'm doing all this for. There's no point in doing any of this if we don't cause actual change, or we don't change the system. What is this crap of appointing judges for life? Who the hell? And guess who appoints them? The
Oh
president.
my God, he's still pretending that he's going to run for governor of somewhere. Just why is he still pretending this shit? And why are people still believing it? It blows my mind.
So that means the elitists who find these judges, they go to the president and they say, hey, appoint this guy. You think Obama or Bush or Reagan, you think Clinton or Biden or Trump, you think Donald Trump knew a single judge he ever appointed? Do you think he followed that judge's work? You think he's like, oh yeah, you know, Amy Coney Barrett, that's a real, she's a real winner. No. Trump didn't know her. Biden doesn't know any of these judges. These presidents don't know the judges that they appoint. They're given a list from elitists, and then the elitist judge is appointed for life. And the elitist judge has a stock in Civic Core, which is the for-profit prison industry. The elitist judge has got a connection with the Axon or the Taser company. They're all invested in making sure that you are held under a tyrannical police state, prison state, death state. So what the 5A cop card is designed to do specifically.
Hi, Vlad. How you doing?
It's designed so that we go around that two-prong test, where the cop knows which right he's violating because you stated it out loud, because you followed down the checklist, step 1, step 2, step 3.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it, Bex? I mean, it doesn't make sense that if you've got protection orders against you, you shouldn't be allowed to have one, I don't think. And when you're as unhinged as Chille clearly is, I think that's a good enough reason to not be allowed to have a gun as well. Yeah.
Step 4, and now you're able to say, when you get to federal court, not only did I state out loud which rights he was violating, it's on camera, I informed him, I showed him on the 5A cop card, these are the rights right here that he's violating. Because there are hundreds, if not thousands of cases that are dismissed where the person is not the pig who violates someone, is not held accountable because the two-prong test. The cop has to know which right he's violating, and you have to state which right he's violating. And we went over this in great detail the other day. We went over this in great detail. So, needless to say, I've been working around the clock to get the
Hi, Nicholas. How you doing? Yeah, Rack, exactly. I mean, he has to do all this, but he doesn't feel that he has to do all that. All he has to do is keep talking about it, and I can't even. They are followers, but they're idiots as well. So, is idiots, as long as he keeps telling them that he's going to do this, that, and the other, they'll keep sending him their last pennies, basically, and yeah, it's ridiculous. Where was I? Yeah, the judges get questioned by both political sides before they get confirmed. Maybe you should read US Government for Dummies, yeah. But, no, Chille already knows everything that he needs to know about American history and American politics and just the whole world, really. So, Governor of Fantasyland, probably. And it's illegal for someone with a protection order against him in the US. See, because he's apparently got a couple, isn't it? So, I don't think... I've never felt that he's had his guns legally. I've always thought that he's not supposed to have them, or at least it's not got the license for them and all this, that, and the other. And I mean, it's different rules, isn't it, in different states? Like the restrictions or whatever. I don't know. I can't think of my right words. So, like, if you have a license in one state, I mean, is that how it works? You don't have like a license, do you, that covers the whole of America, do you? Or do you? I mean, all the travelling around shit he does, guaranteed if you have to get one for, different places and stuff, he fucking doesn't.
Cop card completely done. I've been working with a designer in Ukraine, actually, believe it or not, which is strange. Someone I found on Fiverr, but I've been working with this thing. I mean, you have no idea. You have no idea how much work it is to get something from thought to product in your hands, to get it where it's just like a credit card where you can touch it, feel it. It's just like your identification. It's the same size.
Did he never draw pictures or, do some crayon colouring in type thing when he was a kid? That's like, going from thought to product. Not something that you can sell necessarily, but, people do that. It's amazing. It's called an imagination.
Right in your wallet. You can't lose it. It goes right next to your ID. All my credit cards and stuff that slip in the back of my phone, it goes exactly just like that. It's coming. It's coming. So 5A cop card should be out tomorrow. At least the printed home version will be out tomorrow. And then you want to get that laminated for sure. You don't want to have just a piece of paper in your wallet. But it's a front and back, and you want to get it laminated. I'm not going to laminate them. I'm going to make a credit card version, and I'm going to make a printed home version. And that's going to be the easiest way for you to get that 5A cop card. That starts tomorrow. It goes around their qualified immunity if you follow the 6 steps of the 5A cop card. This is the reason why I'm doing it. I sent off another 100 free trifolds today, maybe more. I mean, I literally spent my entire morning sending off free trifolds to people. So it would be easier if you guys had the $9 and you could buy it. But if you don't, I'll keep doing it. Because I didn't create a trifold business. That's just not what I was doing. I was creating a trifold for people so that they would have a way to invoke their Fifth Amendment right and not talk to these jackboot thug pigs. Because anytime you talk to a jackboot thug pig, you're putting your life in danger. They're investigating you. You can't talk to them. You can't talk to pigs. You cannot talk to pigs. Pigs will try to eat you. They're terrible. They're terrible. And so, every time I walk up and I talk to these pigs,
Yeah, he would have eaten the crayons, wouldn't he? I wonder what his favourite colour was.
see me talk
Flavour, I mean.
to pigs, right? Listen, I'll shake their hand and I'll be cordial. I'm willing to work with them to change the torture cuffs. I know who you are, though, pig. I know who you are. I know that when the cameras weren't running, you cheated someone, you hurt somebody, you beat someone, you raped someone, you put someone in prison wrongly, you lied on a report. You can't fake it with me, bro. I know who you are. I know what you did. I know what you did. You're a jackboot thug pig, and I know it, and you know it. But hey, in real life, good to meet you, man. How you doing? Let's work on these torture cuffs. You guys saw the other day I went...
Fucking psychotic. What was that? That was ridiculous. I know what you did. So every single copper on the whole planet has done terrible, terrible things. He's just such a fucking idiot.
to Boulder, to the city of Boulder Police Department, and I asked that copper, so there's no bad cops here? And he said, oh no, there's no bad cops here. The next day, Star someone, I don't want to out them, but someone who has an email address that starts with Star, they sent me over 3 or 4 articles where the chief of the Boulder City Police Department had been indicted. It's every single town, every single state, every single city, every borough, district, municipality, you name it. If you live in a village, there's a jackboot thug pig there who's lying, cheating, stealing, raping, murdering, killing, hurting people. And then there's every other cop on the force who knows who he is and is endorsing his behavior, hiding his behavior. And then there's a DA or a district attorney who's endorsing his behavior, hiding his behavior. There's a city council member that someone called and said, hey, this jack...
Prove it. Stop talking about it and prove it. Show us the evidence.
thug pig in this village police department, he beat my sister, he raped my wife, and there's some city council member who's hiding it. There's a county commissioner who's hiding it. In every single city, state, town, zip code in the United States of America, power corrupts, but absolute power corrupts absolutely. And that's what we've created. A system where you can't even question the authority. If they come to touch you, if you resist in any way, Nivens versus Bartlett 2019, because Nivens slightly physically had an altercation with Bartlett, the judge said, oh, well, he had a physical altercation with him. That's why I tell you, you can't do anything physical with these jackboot thug pigs. They would love for me to do something physical with them so they could discredit me. And then the judge would say, oh, look, Chille went to violence. It won't happen. It's not going to happen. I've been in so many...
Nobody needs to do anything to discredit you. You discredit yourself every time you open your mouth. It's embarrassing. It really is.
Fist fights in my life. You have no idea the amount of pain I put through my body. So if you think you're going to get me worked up to where I'm going to attack you, you jackboot thug pig, you're thinking dead wrong, bro. Not going to happen. Now, if I get you in a mat room, I'd love to, but I'm just too old and got too many things going on to wrestle every pig I don't like. And there's a lot of them because it's most of them. Most of these jackboot thug pigs I can't stand. Can't stand them. Can't stand them. And I know that they are. I know what they are. So the 5A cop card's coming out. The 5A cop card's coming out. It's going to be a total game changer for people. You've got to say the words out loud that I...
Yep, Bex, he did. Hi, Anastasia, how you doing? And he's just going on about how, he'd love to be able to wrestle every cop. He had a chance to wrestle one cop. He offered the cop out, the cop said yes, and he suddenly had his high knee pressure and whatnot.
On the 5A cop card, so that you go around their two-pronged standard of how you get around the qualified immunity. Qualified immunity is a big deal. I'm not saying it's not. But the way the cops enter into your life is through RAS, reasonable articulable suspicion. It's a creation by a racist Supreme Court to grab black people in the 60s. That's what it's created for. Don't worry about it. You're not going to get Terry stopped because you're white. I'm not kidding. That's the way it is. I wish that wasn't the truth, but that is. That is the truth. I mean, if you don't have the trifold in your car, why don't you have it? It should be on your visor immediately now. You should have that trifold in your car. The 5A cop card goes in your wallet. So if you're walking down the street and the cop says, hey, let me see some ID, you give him the 5A cop card. And you say, take a look at number 4 right there. You see number 4? I plead the Fifth Amendment. I invoke my First Amendment right to speech and press. Number 4 right there says you have to have probable cause to get my ID. Do you have probable cause? Oh, but I'm reasonably articulable suspicious. Okay, I identify as good citizen. Now, I've checked all the...
Yeah, don't worry about it. If she's in here, I'll get her out later. Close the door though, please, Liv. Close the door, please. Thank you. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, that's not true, is it? Like, if you get pulled over by the police and they ask for your ID, you have to provide it, don't you? So everything he's just said is just bollocks, ain't it? He's got no lip. His top lip's completely disappeared. That's brilliant. Let me listen again.
Do you have probable cause? Oh, but I'm reasonably articulate. I invoke my First Amendment right to speech and press. Number 4 right there says you have to have probable cause to get my ID. Do you have probable cause? Oh, but I'm reasonably articulable suspicious. Okay, I identify as good citizen. Now, I've checked all the boxes of going around his qualified immunity. Now, if he continues to question me, if he takes my property, if he touches me and seizes me, he has gone around his qualified immunity because of the way you did it. Because you did the 6 steps on the 5A cop card. That's what I'm doing here. We've got to make some changes, and the only way it's going to happen is if we understand our rights, we invoke our rights, and we fight back, and we do it through peace, petitioning, press, and we go after them through the legal system. Every single cop who violates your rights, you get it on camera, and then you sue his jackboot thug pig ass. It's the only thing that's working. There's nothing else working. It's just not working. It's not working. I'm not wrong about this. I'm not wrong. You guys are seeing it on camera.
You're so wrong about everything that you ever say and that you ever do. You're completely wrong. You're a fucking idiot.
I wish... Put me out of business. Put me out of business. Go back to a constitutional standard in this country. Put me out of business. Make it so that I don't have a business to run. I don't have a trifold business or a 5A cop card business because it's being done right. Let's start by putting appointment terms for each and every federal judge and Supreme Court judge. They are absolute tyrannical jackboot thug pigs. Most of the federal judges, all of the Supreme Court, are cop-sucking pieces of shit. Fact. I wish it wasn't true. You guys have seen me read how many federal cases? How many? Dozens. I've listened to the oral arguments of dozens of federal Supreme Court cases and federal cases with you guys. And what do we hear time?
It doesn't mean shit, though. You don't understand them because you've not been to law school and you're a fucking idiot. Fucking hell.
Time and time again, that the judge is on the cop's side. He's trying to find a reason why the cop has immunity. We have to get together on this, me and you. We got to get together on this. We have to get together on it. You guys got to have my trifold in your car. It should be right there on your visor every single day. You should have your registration and your proof of insurance in a laminated card on that visor. You got to be prepared. 5A cop card comes out tomorrow. We don't stop. We don't stop. We don't stop. We don't stop. Thanks for coming. I'm sorry I didn't see anybody. I can't see any names. I don't have my glasses, so I can't see anybody's. I can see.
Yes, you have them there hanging off the collar of your t-shirt. What the fuck?
I can see Gloria was here. I can't see anything. Scott, I see. I'm sorry, guys. Listen, go to my website, delete laws right now, and get yourself a trifold. I don't care if it's a $9 one or a $3 one. If you don't have it, you email me right now. You go to my website, you hit the inquiry form, and you say, Chille, I don't have $9 on my disability. I'm on a fixed income. I'll send it to you. I spent literally 2 hours today sending off free trifolds. So it has to get done, though. People, I get your email, and it says, I need your help. I get so many emails, people tell me they need my help, and I can't help everybody. So if I don't get back to you, I'm sorry. There's so many, dozens and dozens of
The more people you don't help, the better.
emails coming in every day, and across the subject line it says, Chille, please help me. And it's just freaking heartbreaking.
Oh, fuck off. Fuck you. Get fucked. Right, I can't be doing with his other thing, so we'll do vintage for a little bit. Oh, I don't know if this is it, actually. Is it? Wait there. I think it is. Super professional. Yeah, no cock sucking ever. I have no idea what will happen in it. I have not watched it. I've got no idea if it will be funny or boring or what. If it's boring, we'll find something else.
Water here real quick. Okay, how's everybody doing? This is YouTube, so it's a little bit different than TikTok or Instagram. And I'm not sure how you guys are doing, but I'm not sure if you guys have recently seen, but that online group called The Fold has successfully mass reported my accounts.
Yeah, Vex. Good point. It was his cousin, apparently. What's that? That was before he torture cuffed off.
And my accounts have been banned. Because of this online group called The Fold. How are you guys doing? As you know, I cannot read comments and keep up, so I'm just going to come on here for a few minutes and talk. So my accounts have been banned. I lost 300,000 followers in just about 1 week. I lost 300,000 followers. And that group that successfully got my...
Violins are needed, please. Please put violins in the chat. They are needed, and we need to slow this down a little bit because it's kind of funny. And his audio is awful, so it's not that... it's quite quiet, isn't it?
I lost 300,000 followers in just about 1 week. I lost 300,000 followers. And that group that successfully got my account banned was called The Fold. And so now I'm beginning the legal procedures. If you guys have not seen my website, how you guys doing? Branded a Racist. Please go by brandedaracist.com. We do have different levels of club membership you can join. But really, we're looking for serious people who want to... I'm going to take these people down. But this talk today isn't necessarily about what I'm doing with Branded a Racist. This talk today is that I'm heading over to the right. How you guys doing? I'm heading over to the right side of politics because some people on the left have pushed me away, and what they've said to me is they branded me a racist. It's just so ironic to even say those words out loud. It's, you know, so the Fold, that's that. I just saw the comment there. The Fold has successfully gotten my 300,000 followers banned, and whether you guys know it or not, but I was one of the top rated channels on TikTok. My channel had 20 million views from June 20th until December 20th. 20 million.
I bet you his channel wasn't one of the top rated channels on TikTok, or accounts on TikTok, because the TikTok accounts that have literally got millions of followers, and so possibly even billions of views. I don't know, but either way, he is not. I mean, 300,000 might sound impressive on YouTube. That's a fucking damn good number, but over there on TikTok, it kind of don't mean shit.
So that's a lot of views on my channel. That, hey, how you guys doing? Nice to see you, Shauna. How you doing? Really nice to see you. Shauna's one of those people who's a supporter of mine. Yeah.
Hi, Chuck. How you doing? Yeah, it's a gorgeous day today, isn't it? Oh, you good?
With Justice for Caleb, I can't tell you guys. There's some intricate details here that I can't tell you guys until I depose some people with Justice for Caleb. And one of those people I am deposing is Caleb Slade's mother. She told some. I can't say anything. I really can't say anything because it could affect the outcome of the case. If
that never came to anything either, did it, Chille? Shocking.
She lies. And so, hey, how you guys doing? Good to see everybody. So what I came on here today to say to you guys, the people who are auditors and are First Amendment people and constitutionalists, is I'm going to have to head over to the right side of politics. I just want to be upfront with everybody. I have to go to the right because the left has shoved me away and called me a racist. Really. I go on my page every day. Doesn't matter. I still have one TikTok account left that I've had to private, so it gets no exposure. You guys can follow it, Chille Castro 2022 _ 2022. And so I'm going to have to head over to the right because I have, as you know, everybody watching this, if you're watching this channel, you know that the ambition I have is to overturn Terry versus Ohio. How you doing, Cop Block? Good to see you. Terry versus Ohio has to be overturned.
You think he burnt? I hope he did, you know. I hope that he burnt that t-shirt when he finally realised that enough's enough. So, I mean, he used to literally wear that every day, didn't he, for weeks on end. And I could almost smell it through the internet. And, yeah, just,
And the people who enforce Terry versus Ohio are cops. So I'm kind of making this video for my new friends on the right. I just went to a big right-wing convention. I wouldn't call it right-wing, I would call it more constitutionalist. But I was just there.
Nobody wants him, Bex.
Good to see you guys. I was just there. I was just at this right convention. And I just kind of wanted to make this video to kind of just let the people on the right know that I'm coming to the right and I'm going to be joining you guys on the right a little bit, right? But there's not going to be any cops sucking, okay? I don't like cops. I don't respect cops. I'm not going to be nice to cops.
He probably did, yeah, he possibly did have 20 of them, but I don't know. I still think that he stunk. Because he gets really sweaty as well. Now, don't get me wrong, yeah? I get really, really hot really easily. Like, my husband will be freezing and I'll be flipping red hot and sweating. Like, my face sweats and it's really embarrassing. And so I'm not knocking him as such for sweating, but I kind of am because it's chilly and he's a cunt. And he didn't have a home. He was living in his flipping car. And so he wasn't showering and stuff like that. So I just, like, when I look at the Memorial Day parade thing, I could just tell that, I bet he smelled. I'm sure he would have smelled. 20 t-shirts or not. And I reckon Terry's probably pretty sick of being overturned by now. He's had enough. What did the George Michael say to the gardener? Rake me up before you ho-ho. That's pretty good. Makes sense. He is going to politics. Latin, poly equals many. Ticks equals blood-sucking creature. Yeah, that is pretty perfect, that is, isn't it? Oh, yeah.
I just want to be clear here, right? I'm also pro-choice, and I had a few discussions with some people about being pro-choice at the convention I was at in Phoenix. But pro-choice, pro-life, you guys can argue about that all day. However, I just wanted to be clear, and I'm just going to say it a few times. There is not going to be any cops sucking coming out of me. I don't like cops. And I posted an audit today where these cops pulled me over for no good reason, and they broke their own city municipal
yeah, right. The boob should have sued Chille.
Codes according to the Maricopa County signage. Hey, Paul, how you doing? So I'm just saying, I just want to be clear with people who follow the channel and follow what our mission is to overturn Terry. That does not change. Free Eric Brandt. Eric Brandt is still in jail, guys. Eric Brandt is still in jail. So
Who?
I'm not going to change who I am.
Who's still in jail? I did not hear that at all. I was too busy looking at my vape and trying to work out why the fuck it's leaking. Luckily, my nephew works in a vape shop. So he gets me these refillable ones and reusable ones, and he gets me all the new bits that you need from when you need to replace it. So I suppose I just need to replace the bits or something. It's great having grown-up nieces and nephews and children and stuff. Speaking of which, my oldest son says he's going to be moving to London soon. He practically lives there anyway with his missus, but he had his own flat as well in Leicester. And there's no point keeping 2 flats between them. So yeah, he's leaving us and going to London. Fucking London. Can't believe it. Bastard. Is there anything else interesting to tell you? Oh! One of my other sons has decided what he wants to do when he grows up. He's in his last year at senior school. He wants to be a copper. A fucking copper. In the family. That would be different. And and he wants to try and go for the armed response thing. Whatever it is. So, yeah, man. There you go. There's my family update.
No. Unfortunately, the politics on the left have gotten so ridiculous that they're pro-mandate. They're pro-mandate. And I've gone over this a dozen times with you guys. The mandate creates the prison industrial complex that we live in today. And then the next mandate of the war on drugs creates the mass incarceration state that we live in today. So there's not going to be any cop sucking going on out of me. I don't respect police. I'm sorry. If you can't handle that, then you and I can't align. I do not respect cops. I don't like them. I don't appreciate them. I think they are a bane on our society. Now, we could actually do some good if we took cops and we put a third party over the top of them. Like a condom. Like a condom, just like it, right? The main meat is still there, but there's a prophylactic over it to make sure it doesn't hurt anybody. And even still, there's going to be some seepage, and some people are going to get, right? Right? It's a great analogy. It really is a great analogy. But
It really isn't a great analogy, but yeah, you keep patting yourself on the back for that terrible analogy. Oh, I think I might have worked out what's wrong with my vape. No, I don't think I have, actually.
I just wanted to be clear. I wanted to come on here and I wanted to be clear. The reason why we have this mass incarceration nation is because of police. Police have been willing to enforce and arrest people for no good reason. I mean, if you guys just saw the audit I posted today, the reason why I kept telling the cop the road was closed up there, because there was no signage that told me the road was closed, or I wouldn't have tried to take a right on a closed road. You understand? And so since I've read so much law, I've read so many municipalities and city ordinances, and you name it, I've read. People contact me about something, and then I gotta look it up. And they contact me about something, and I gotta look it up. Well, 25 years later, after leaving 18 years old, guess what? I've learned so much stuff. It's absolutely incredible. You know, honestly, and people will make fun of me, and that woman took a little clip of my YouTube video, and she put it on her TikTok, making fun of me, taking a little clip. That's called intentional infliction of emotional distress, Denise. You're screwed, baby. But that's okay. That's okay. You can just keep doing it, right? I never saw myself as an intelligent, huge brain. I understand now that I know a lot of information. I understand.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Everybody in jail is completely innocent. They're there because of the jackboot thug pigs and the corrupt judges and all this other stuff. None of them have broke the law. There's no shoplifters. There's no burglars. There's no murderers and no rapists. And there's no nonsense. No. Everybody... The whole world is just a utopia. We all just live in harmony. And yeah, basically, the police are just out there just kicking up a fuss to keep things lively or something. I don't know.
That now. I understand that I know more information than some people. And some people know more than me. I'm not the end-all be-all. I'm just like everybody else. Just a regular old schlep who decided to educate himself. But I just wanted to be clear, there will be no cops sucking for me. I have to go to the right, I have to work with people on the right, and we needed them the whole time anyway. I kept on telling people on the left, we need the people on the right. Because there are racist holdings in our country. I've gone over them in amazing detail. I've gone over the racist holdings in great detail. Yes, there's racism in the criminal justice system. Yes, there's racism at the Supreme Court. Yes. I read a post today.
And there was racism on TikTok. Yes.
From one of my new friends I met on the right, and he was talking about how the leftists are bashing Clarence Thomas. Well, let me just tell you, people on the left won't identify me as being on the left. So this is coming from someone who straddles the line of left and right. Clarence Thomas is horrifically bad. He's a bad guy. He's a bad person. Matter of fact, he's not even smart enough to go to Yale. I'm sorry. I'm not against affirmative action. I'm all for actually giving people who don't get an opportunity a chance. But Clarence Thomas's intelligence, I would bet that you, me, and most people watching this are smarter than Clarence Thomas. The guy literally is a moron. He works hard. He studies hard. I respect the effort that Clarence Thomas put in to get through Yale, but he was appointed to Yale. Remember that. He was appointed. Clarence Thomas was appointed to Yale. He didn't get to go to Yale. He didn't apply and say, hey, here's my wherewithal. If I want to go to Yale, I have to score in the top 1% on the LSATs. For me to go to Yale, I've looked into it. I'm over 40. That means I have to have.
He's looked into it. Fucking hell. But for one, no, you haven't. Don't lie. You haven't looked into it. And for two, if you actually did, though, that'd be fucking hilarious that you think that you that you could actually do that. But yeah.
Be in the top 1% to go to Yale in the LSATs. That's where I have to score for me to go to Yale. Clarence Thomas was appointed to Yale. And I saw one of my conservative friends today talking about how the left is demonizing Clarence Thomas. No, my friend. No. We are all demonizing Clarence Thomas. He is an absolute piece of garbage. Clarence Thomas wants to overrule Matt versus Ohio. Clarence Thomas wants to get rid of Matt versus Ohio. What does Matt versus Ohio do? It limits searches and seizures of your home. It limits searches and seizures of where you live. Clarence Thomas wants to abolish Mapp versus Ohio. That's what Clarence Thomas wants to do. That's on his agenda. And if you don't know, Clarence Thomas is one of the leaders of the Supreme Court. Remember, he didn't talk for 10 years. He didn't talk for 10 years so he could have the ball the next 30. And he's got the ball.
Yeah, lemon tart. It should be called the ranting of an angry, overgrown toddler. And yeah, he's seriously butthurt, isn't it? I might make him go a bit faster because it might be funny. Yeah.
And he's the only black Supreme Court personnel because he was appointed. You don't call someone a justice who's appointed for life. There will be no cock-sucking. It will never happen. There will be no respect for an absolutely ridiculous and racist judiciary. If you didn't know that, now you know.
You know what, Bex? If I had any booze, I'd do a drinking game for the lies, but I'd probably be plastered, though, to be honest. Yeah. No whisker. It's depressing. I'm on coffee and water tonight. I could do like a shot of water each time he lies, but I'd probably like drink too much then and probably spend all night going toilet, so yeah.
And when you talk about gun rights, every single gun right we've ever lost, ever, has been passed by either a Supreme Court justice who was a conservative or by a conservative president. The last two, Donald Trump and Ronald Reagan. You see? The idea that we buy into the left-right duopoly has got to come to an end. We need a third party, the centrist Peace and Liberty Party. We need a party for freedom that doesn't agree with mandates and fights both the left and the right. They are both tainted. They're tainted. Doing pretty good with my language. I'm doing pretty good. I'm not cursing because I promised myself not an S word, not an A word. I'm not cursing anymore. No matter how upset I get, because talking about this makes me upset. If it doesn't make you upset, then we're just a little bit different because I absolutely love this country and I want to change it. And so I'll do anything. I'll work with anybody if they're an agent of change. I don't give a crud who you voted for. I don't give a crud about what you believe and what you. I care if you actually want to change the country for the better. I don't care what you said when you were 14. I don't care if you've been branded a racist like I've been branded a racist. I don't care. I don't care. I don't give a hoot. Don't pollute. Okay? What I care about.
Yeah, that's probably about accurate. Your comment, that was funny. Hi, Tad, how you doing? Hi, Lonely Wolf, how you doing? Sorry if I've missed anybody. Hope you're good. Yeah, he does always demonise people that are smarter than him, more successful or just better. Yeah, Bex, you're right. Yeah, Lonely Wolf, I think so. I think that'd be the case, wouldn't it? Alcohol poisoning in 5 seconds. And I mean, I can drink, so... But yeah, man.
Is that you're someone who wants to change this country. You're somebody who really, truly believes that this country has to be changed. And let me tell you something. At the convention I just went to, I met a ton of people who want to change this country. It's kind of funny because at the right convention I went to, and I've been talking to a lot of people on the left, a lot of the people on the left...
Hi, Kelly, how you doing? Oh, you've been busy, Tad. You've been all right, though, yeah?
Left and the right, you guys may not have connected. You guys say the same things to me. And by the way, at least half of those righties that I talked to over the past 4 days, they all said that they hated cops too. I'm open about it. I'm not going to be dishonest. I don't have any respect for police. It's not going to happen now just because I'm going to the right. When the police have a third party over them for checks and balances, we can talk about building respect back up. Respect is earned, not appointed, not given. You understand? Respect is something you earn. Right? Why do some of the people follow this account? Because of the knowledge. I've earned their respect because of the knowledge. I didn't earn anybody's respect because I said, hey, I'm Chille, I'm coming on here. Everybody like me. Because to be honest with you, a lot of people who even follow me tell me that I'm brash and I'm a bull in a china shop and I'm abrasive. I got a friend, a YouTuber. I never Don't call me up and tell me how to be. Don't call me up and try to figure out my problems. I just want a friend, man. That's all I want. I don't need anything from you. I'm not asking anything from you. I don't need anything. I'm not asking any favors. Just be my friend. That's all I ask. And that's the same thing I'll ask of you. It's just be my friend. Listen, an agent of change is not going to be liked by the left or the right. Someone who says we have to break the duopoly, there's going to be a large group of people on the left and a large group of people on the right who are going to hate the agent of change.
Yeah, and he's openly said that he will dox you as well if he find, if you fuck with him and if he can find out your details, that he'll dox you. So he's doxed many people.
They're going to hate that person. They're going to hate that group. It's by the way, it's Federalist Papers number 10. If you guys haven't read the Federalist Papers, what I'm talking about by forming a new third party is Federalist Paper number 10. If you haven't read it, it's an easy read. You can read Federalist number 10 in about...
No, Lonely Wolf, I've not seen that. Is that a new one? That sounds flipping ridiculous. Let's see if we can find it. Work, stupid phone. Thank you. No. Sorry, I do make it really long. She said. Pigtail cop draws on 911 call. Wonder which one it'd be. See, shorts never have flipping like names about, do they? Let's have a look.
If I was wearing a red bandana, would you say that's a gang symbol? Good thing you guys got me for holding my phone in my hand. It's a good thing, man.
Oh, this is the arrest I was talking. Not the arrest, sorry. This is what I was talking about earlier when he got pulled over for having his camera and his phone in his hand.
Good thing you got me, dude.
Yeah, it's a good thing they got
This
you.
is your daily friendly.
No, it's not.
You can just look up the Constitution, it's the First Amendment. You can just.
No, go
Are
away.
you under the influence of anything? And now she's
No,
gonna.
go away.
Look how scared he is the moment he walks up to the car. The moment the pig walks up to the car, he's scared.
Oh, go away.
Oh, I'm recording this. What?
Oh, go away.
Hey man, can you step back in the car for me?
Go away.
So I'm gonna need you to step back.
What's this one?
Yeah, you just can't stay in this.
Well, I assume it is because it says Woof Woof Little Doggy at the top, so we'll see.
Okay, so okay, you can step back.
Is that a particular call you guys do?
I'm sorry?
Is that a particular call you guys do when you say?
Oh no, just letting everybody know
I
what's
do
going
love
on.
the neck camera though. I really appreciate that. That gives us a first person point of view. I'm not a First Amendment auditor.
Okay.
I'm a constitutional law scholar.
Yeah.
You can conduct yourself.
Absolutely
Do me
fine,
a
but
favor.
listen, you cannot
Don't
interfere with our
more
stuff.
directives. Go
If
do
you
your
know-
job.
if you know
Listen,
what-
I'm going to tell you now. Shoot
cannot
puppy.
interfere
Shoot
with our
puppy.
investigation.
Shoot little
Okay?
doggy. Go on, little doggy.
Okay.
Go, little
So I'm
doggy.
gonna make sure that you don't
Go,
step
little
in.
order follower. Go on, little order follower. Go. Go, go, go.
I'm making
Go.
sure you're not mature over here.
You're such a clown, bro. You can't tell me what to do. You can't tell me to be quiet. Go do your stuff.
So I'm gonna-
Oh my god, I'm embarrassed. What a twat. What's with the dramatic music? Fucking idiot. What a fucking cunt. Fucking idiot. Sorry about all that swearing just then. I'm not really sorry, but you know what I mean. Why does a full-grown man act like that? I can't get my head around it. It's not right.
2 hours maybe, at the most. It will take you 2 hours. Greetings, everybody. I'm so happy you're here. Thanks for coming. It'll take you 2 hours where you go on YouTube and just listen to Federalist Papers number 10, and then you don't have to buy anything. You don't got to get any materials. It's on YouTube. Yeah, Democrats are not the left. My mother, who went to a Black Panther rally when she was 18. She was the only white girl at a Black Panther rally, right? Dude, my mother told me tonight, mandates? Yeah. This is what my mom said to me. Mandates? You bet. You got to get a vaccination. And I said, Mom, but I already had COVID. And she said, well, have your antibodies been tested? I said, for what? There's a whole country called Israel that did a study that said that I don't need my antibodies tested, that I already had.
Nope, you're wrong. But I can't be asked to get into anti-vax bullshit and COVID denying bullshit. You just like the idiots I used to argue with on Twitter.
I already had it. You understand? So, now listen, to my friends on the left who've been following me and keeping up, I have to go right. I hope you understand. We always had to go right. Here, let's just do a little history lesson real quick, all right? That's what I'm good at, is I'm good at history.
That's good, lemon tart.
How many executives in America? So let's just go over it real quick so that it's clear to everybody so you understand exactly what I'm saying. I'm gonna make it really clear to you guys, right? I have always said that we're gonna have to get people on the right.
I That's why I didn't look at the comments, Lonely Wolf, because I figured that's how it'd be. It's so amazing. It's so amazing when a middle-aged bloke acts like that in public and treats anybody that way. It's just amazing. It's what they all tune in for. It's pathetic, really, isn't it?
To vote with us to overturn racist holdings by the Supreme Court. Haven't I always said that? Yes, I have. Haven't I always said, I'm not your ally, I'm not your accomplice, don't you label me anything, I did this for me. I was known operated by the cops, I didn't do this for black people, I did it for me. Along the road of 20 years of study, I found that the laws in this country were quite literally crafted against people of color. I said that. I've said it now maybe 1,000 times, the exact same thing I just said, I've said 1,000 times. There will be no cop sucking. There will be no respect. I don't respect cops. So now how does it work? How does it work? How does a law get into action? Well, Congress writes a law, and then the chief executive, they sign the law into effect. Now, most of the laws that you live under, those are state laws. So once again, your congressional body in your state, Louisiana, Texas, Mississippi, Oregon, doesn't matter where you live, your Congress writes a law, your executive or your governor signs the law into effect. Now, how many black executives have there been in the history of America? Anybody? Take a guess real quick. I know the answer. I can tell you who they are. Can anybody tell me how many black executives of state have there been through the history of time? How many? Take a guess. How many? How many governors have been black? How many presidents have been black? Those are the only kind of executives you can have in America, state executive or federal executive. How many? How many? Got zero. Well, we know that Obama was one chief executive. How many? 7 is a guess. That's not correct, but keep going. Good to see you, Beastmaster. It's nice to see you, Beastmaster.
Oh my God, he's just ranting away, ain't it? Let's go forward a bit.
You think you're going to have a revolution and you're going to create new policies? You're going to take away hundreds of years of philosophies of men that you don't even know their names? I don't think so, bud. You will find an army of men.
I'll have a good one, Tad. Thanks for popping in. I'm going to myself anyway. I've got to get up early.
Just like me, who says we stand for natural law. We stand for the social contract. We stand for Montesquieu's teachings and the spirit of laws. There's 9 volumes. Have you read any of them? And you're telling me that you're going to start a revolution and you're going to start that big fat jolly piece of garbage, that guy? He's at the top of his profile. It doesn't have to be violent, but there has to be a
Ain't it, Goff? It's almost like he's racist.
revolution. Show me a revolution in history that wasn't violent. You can't even control what you put in your mouth, Jolly. You can't even control what you eat. Look at you. The guy does military beginnings. Ha, 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 ha. Why don't you actually do the drill? Why don't you actually do the drill? Instead of just, ha, ha, 1 and 2 and 3. Why don't you actually go through the exercise? You're in such big trouble, brother. I got all the videos. You're in such big trouble. They don't understand there's a price to pay for defamation. There's a price to pay. Okay? So,
And so far, that price has been nothing because none of it's been defamation.
there will be no cock sucking. I'm going to the right. I'm going to join people on the right. Yes, I am, 100%. People who are against a mandate. People who are against a mandate. What are the last 2 mandates? Anybody? Anybody? How many people have been in this channel more than 2 times? What are the last 2 mandates? What are they? They're the 1971 mandate of the war on drugs by Richard Nixon. That was
Oh, wicked. That's what I wanted to, I was thinking about that. Thanks, Delilos.
voted upon. That wasn't legislated. The war on drugs was not legislated.
Let's have a look at that. I need to go back, though, because I can look at it on my other phone, but I won't be able to show you like it. Yeah, it just made that stupid noise. Don't fuck about. Oh, let's have a look. There we go. Let's have a look. Branded a racist. Documentary and legal process. Branded a racist. Does any of these work? I bet it's just got nothing in it. Pledge 50 grand, 0 backers. 250 grand, 0 backers. Oh, what a muppet. He created 1 project. Apparently he's got 20 grand. Oh, let's look at this. Will these work? You know what, yeah, I've never used the Wayback Machine thing. I don't think it will it? Oh, well, never mind. Never mind. No, wrong one. Fuck me, man. I'll get there in the end. Listening to a couple more minutes of him, and then I am done, but I'll be back tomorrow night. Oh, turn it up.
Great name for him, Dick. It was a mandate that created mass incarceration. What was the mandate before that? 1920 Volstead Act. It was a mandate that then got pushed.
He might have it on YouTube. I'll look for it tomorrow. I'll see if we can find his Branded a Racist video. It might be about somewhere. Ask about in Discord and whatnot. Maybe somebody's got it.
Congress and voted upon. And my
250 grand. What the fuck?
people were just like my mom. Yeah, get a mandate going. And what did that do? That created the prison industrial complex. That created it.
I'll take care of it. Like I say, I'm going in a minute as well. So thanks for popping in there, mate.
That's how we have it. It's through a mandate. We have gone through since 1776,
Yes, Anacito, absolutely.
1876, 1976. We're still a young country. We're 250 years old. We're not old. We're young. And we are on the precipice of failure. Because of the push for communism and socialism, it won't work. It will work. Look, I had a nice conversation with Man of John.
All them buzzwords and everything. This is cool. I'm not. This is just going to be so much funnier tomorrow night because I'll have had a drink. Everything's funnier when I've had a drink. I'm going to go. Sorry, I know I've only been on for an hour, but I started late and I have got to get up early. So thank you everybody for popping in. We will look at more of this tomorrow because it's kind of funny. But we'll look at other things as well. I will work it out near the time though. I changed my stuff on my phone. Look.
Never mind.
No. Wait there.
No, wrong one.
Oh, what for that? That was awful. My stomach's grumbling now. Right there. Look, it's all Halloweeny, look. Isn't it cute? Kind of stupid, but there we go. Thanks everybody for popping in. It'll be a bit earlier tomorrow. It'll probably be about 8 o'clock instead of 9 o'clock. Real time, UK time. You know how it is. Take care, everybody. Thanks for being here, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.